Hello, I wanted to make another video just to kind of answer another question that I get all the time. I love the questions that come in. I think it's so cool that people want to know more about this work that I do, my medium work. I'm in the backyard right now and you're gonna hear like neighborly things. I have like neighbors on both sides and they are working in their backyard, so you're gonna hear noises and such, just FYI. So a question that I get asked a lot is like, what does your family think about you being a medium? So I thought I would just answer that question. I have 3 kids and a husband who I live with, and I will tell you that of course it would depend on who you ask. But for the most part, my kids, my boys, my sons are very intrigued. They are very interested. My oldest son wants to know, like, what is it like? How does it feel? What do you see? Tell me. He wants the details. I think he's very intuitive, and I do think he has a gift that he's going to continue to develop. My other son is very also intrigued by this. He wants to know, like, how does this work? How does it feel for me? How did it start? You know, the boys are really asking like a lot of questions in the last, I would say, year or two, mostly about what's happening. And then my daughter is, she thinks it's cool. She would probably say that it's cool, but it's not something she really thinks about. This isn't something that she spends time really thinking about. So I think that's fair. That's fair enough. My husband is very supportive. He asks me questions all the time about how the readings went. He knows that when I come home, I kind of just need to debrief a little bit. I'm very respectful of people's privacy, so I never go into too much detail in terms of like revealing personal information. I'm very respectful, but I'm also like afterwards, I do kind of need to talk it out a little bit. I just need to kind of like release it. So that's usually when I take my walk, and then I'll come home and he'll ask me just like questions about how did it go? You know, was it what you were expecting? Was it well received? And I will say, on the night I met my husband, which was New Year's Eve of 23 years ago. The first time I walked up to him at the party just to kind of say hi. I was just kind of walking around saying hi to everybody. And I said to him, I said, do you have a Scorpio grandmother who has passed away? It's like important to her that she's a Scorpio. And he just kind of looked at me and he was like, I do have a grandma who passed away, but I don't know what it means to be a Scorpio. So I said, okay, it would be these dates. And he was like, yeah, she was a Scorpio. And I said, and were her favorite flowers purple? Because your grandma is with you and she's showing me her favorite purple flowers. And he said, yes, everyone who knows her knows she loved purple flowers. So I said, well, she's standing right behind you. And he was like, oh, okay. We did talk the rest of the night and then got engaged 2 months later. So I always just kind of put it out there, like, you knew what you were kind of getting into when you met me. And he wasn't scared. He understood. Like, it wasn't even as weird as I would think it would be for someone to meet someone on the first night and just have them say that to them. So that is kind of the overview. I think the best answer that I can give you.